Real quick, I want to thank my subscribers for following me along on this journey. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe as we'll be uploading more videos on upcoming projects and content. What's up, everybody? It's Dell from Pt1 Comics. I'm here with my artist, Nick.
Hey.
And today we're going to discuss a little bit about what's in our book coming up. We're going to talk a little bit of background of where we're headed in here, where in the process we're at. And I'm probably going to pick Nick's brain a little bit since he's the artist. And I really wanted to drive home in this video the way writers can communicate with their artists to get better results for the illustrations in their books. So, Nick, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Hey, what's up? I'm Nick. You can catch me on Instagram at NickUnlisted.
Plug in.
I gotta get the plug in, man. We're here live on Instagram. We've got a couple of our people hanging out here. What's up, guys? I can't read it right now. I'll have to check the questions there in a little bit. But yeah, I do mostly. I just kind of did my own illustrations for a while. I saw a buddy of mine on Instagram. His name's Robert. He's at Leviathan Artworks. He's super awesome. Really good buddy of mine. I became friends with him over Instagram. We've now friends in real life. I was seeing what he was doing. I was like really into his artwork and stuff. And I was like, man, I should start posting my stuff. Another one of my friends at the time, she was like, hey man, you really got to get on Instagram and start posting things. And I was like super against the whole social media thing forever. But I got into it and I kind of regrettably spend a little bit more time on social media than I would like to. But like the networking is just, it's too powerful of a tool to kind of write off. You know what I mean? And like the people that I've met through Instagram in the art community, like have been some of the coolest people that I've met in a really, really long time. Like if I hadn't started my Instagram, then, Alex at third plug of the day would be official. At Would Be Official. At Would Be Official. Wouldn't have known that I did artwork, and he wouldn't have told you, and you wouldn't have come to me. So
yeah. It took him a while to let me know that he had a sick artist that he knew, but
yeah,
he finally did tell me about you. What would be your your recommendations, or what would you say to like guys that are, or anybody gals doing art that are afraid to just start putting themselves out there on social media?
Right. Well, see, that was kind of my thing. Was like. I think a lot of like, especially like visual artists are really hypercritical on their presentation. They're afraid of, we're always chasing perfection. You know what I mean? Like we always want to release a piece of artwork that we think is the best that we can do, period. Right. But the fact of the matter is like, hey, some days you're just going to have this much in you and some days you're going to have this much in you. Like I fluctuate in what I believe to be like, quality in my artwork all the time. And it's taken me a long time to get comfortable with that. So I would say like if you're hesitant about publishing your artwork or putting your artwork out there, man, I would just say like, just for lack of a better word, fuck all that. Just go for it.
Yeah.
Because ultimately sharing with other people is going to help you advance way faster than just this like singular feedback loop of doing your own artwork and then you see it and then you decide what's wrong with it. And then you put it away and then try something else. You don't really, I wasted years on that. You know what I mean? Before I started like really seeking like the input from other people in the art community or like getting books like that book right there, which is, if nobody can see it, yeah, How to Draw by Scott Robertson. I consider that to be, one of the best drawing books that I've purchased. But like if you're looking at getting into it, just pull the trigger on it, man. Is ultimately no one's going to be mad that you're putting artwork out there. Like, also the like hard truth is that nobody really cares. Nobody cares that you do artwork,
especially when you first start off with social media. You're gonna mostly start off with maybe the 15 close friends that found out you
exactly.
got an Instagram. So it's a good way to put yourself out there without getting completely nailed on by bigger critics
and like I have never had this is just speaking for me. I've never had a bad experience with another illustrator on Instagram. I've only had good experiences, or just, like I see people they have, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of followers. And then I see people who've got like 200 followers or whatever. Like, who cares? Like sometimes I see people who's like, I guess I would consider like their quality of work to be a little bit disproportionate to their following.
Yeah.
Versus like people who I see who are really, really good and they have, just a few people following. So like you can't base your quality of artwork off of how many people follow you or whatever. Like ultimately you have to just do it for yourself and share it with people because somebody will enjoy it. You know, I have this one guy in the UK. I'm so sorry if you're watching this right now. His name's Oscar, but I can't remember his Instagram handle. He's like the nicest dude in the world, right? And he like always buys my stuff when it comes out, and like I kind of just send it to him now if I come out with stuff. But like that's enough for me. Like I put my artwork out there, and one person in the world thinks my artwork is the coolest. Like,
well, not only that, also because you started putting your art out there, when referred me to you,
yeah,
I went through pretty much your whole history. I went as far as back as I could into your earlier posts, and I saw the evolution and the progression that you've had. Also, one thing I like that you posted, I wasn't sure if I caught one of your stories or if I saw on one of your posts where you were practicing. You were just like, hey, I'm getting into this. You switch up your styles. You mean practice doing it, these type of arts. Obviously I can tell you're enjoying it, but at the same time, just going ahead and putting yourself out there, trying new things, practicing certain styles of drawing, coloring, and then putting it out there so people can see. I think is a big thing, and it really caught my eye as a writer looking for an artist for my book.
Right.
Because you did that also with your differences in styles, I saw how flexible you were with your artwork, which is really interesting to me because that shows me that you can easily change your style. You obviously you have your own style in each of those different types of styles, but at least I see that you're versatile, however you pronounce it, versatile in drawing. And that's one of the important things for writers, because a lot of artists I see on Instagram, they have really great art, especially when it comes to comic book art, or I would say like comic
stylized stuff,
comic stylized stuff. But the thing is, like, I illustrate myself. I'm very good at illustrating the Green Lantern, the Batman, but in the same poses.
Yeah.
And that I can post that up and be like, hey, look, here's my picture of the Green Lantern. People are like, oh my God, this guy's really good. And then the minute they want to hire me to do something like a comic book with original content with
it's just a bunch of Green Lanterns.
It's like, I gotta learn how to draw again. You know what I mean? Because I have no practice drawing the human body. I have no practice switching the styles. I have no practice drawing this body type and that body type.
Yeah.
Because I've been so one dimensional.
Yeah.
And just posting the same superhero or the same type of poses. Over and over. And with your posts, I saw a variety of poses, a variety of characters, a variety, like, my story is demons and heroes and military style, weapons and kit, and you've shown all that in your post. So I think that's one big important thing for artists that want to get work or want people to discover them and get them on projects, to show how versatile you are in the range. And if you only got one style, then show different types of I guess you can do landscapes, you can do close-ups of your style. Show that you can navigate through your own style.
And I'm still pretty fresh in this whole like getting quote hired for things. Like this is like between you and I, this is like the most official capacity that I've really been hired to do something long term. Like I've been picked up to do like mostly people ask me to do tattoos, which I don't do. Find a tattooer that you like. Find a tattooer that you like and hire them. They'll do it for you. But, like it's kind of like one-off drawings or, they're like, hey, will you do a portrait of me and my girlfriend? Like I've done stuff like that, and that's cool, but it doesn't really play to like an illustrator's adaptability per se, like doing a comic book does. So if like you want to be doing comic book type stuff, like you said, like you have to show your portfolio in a way that presents like not just being really, really good at one thing, like drawing the Green Lantern. Like you got to be pretty good at a lot of things. Like you don't have to be the best. That's the thing too, is like...
Yeah, I want you to touch on that a bit.
Right. So from my perspective and understanding, it's not necessarily about being the best illustrator out there. It's like showing that you can do a lot pretty all right. Because like we were talking about before, you're going to develop with every project that you have. You know what I mean? So you just got to show that, you have like a good foundation of your fundamentals down, and that you're somebody that whichever company is willing to work with.